Right, and then good evening, everyone. Let me just get everything ready. Welcome to round three here in Barcelona, in Spain, where we had pre-season testing. So it's a warm welcome from me, Avi. Welcome to Premier Division. It's Wednesday night. It's race time again. And a nice full lobby tonight, 19 drivers. Hey, that looks good. Hopefully Super D will get rid of his inters. That will be good for him. But yeah, a nice full lobby. Just a couple of notes here from my side, looking at the driver lineup to your left-hand side. We've got a Top Gun as a reserve from Division 2. And we've got also Zero to Cool, who's standing in for Arne Goos in the Red Bull. So he's teaming up with Nick Gishen at the moment. I'm going to take you through standings through the evening, based on the total standings from round 2. So obviously we kicked off the season in Austria, then we went off to Silverstone, which was a nice mixed conditions track this time round, and now we are back in Spain. So let me know if the sound is a bit overpowering, because it sounds overpowering to me in my headset, but we can have a look and see if there's any major issues. So if you are watching the channel, and let me just tune in that. So Jason is around. So how's it, Jason? Panda's also in, and then Dixie is, how's it, Dix? Nice to have you with me. So yeah, if you guys can just let me know if the cars are a bit overpowering for me, and if I'm nice and clear. I don't like to be too loud on comms. It takes a bit of the authentication away from the session. So hopefully everything sounds good from my side, and if not, then we can make a small couple of tweaks, and then we can get on for it. So especially around here, I think this is going to be a bit overpowering for everyone in terms of in the cockpit. So let's have a look. And also just from our side, this is extremely overpowering. So I just want to do this quickly while we are, because that is just way too much for me. Alright, that sounds a bit better from my side in my headset. So let me know if I sound too loud or not enough of Avi. We can always have more of Avi. That was nice. Right, so currently it is Shane that tops the chart with a 1:12.3. A very good time for Q1. Dean Fergie is one of our new drivers in FTR, so a big welcome to Dean. From all of us here at FTR, hopefully you'll have a great season with us, one of the fast guys around. So also I hear, and he's up against a very fast crowd this evening. So let's see how Dean gets along. He is in the Williams. We'll obviously give him a permanent seat as tonight goes along. So he just joined before the race. So we'll make a plan and slot him in a permanent seat in Premier Division. So hopefully the car will suit him. Top Gun is the other one that is reserved for tonight. But yeah, currently a lot of guys still in the pits. Just want to see if anyone is on a flyer. Imi in the beautiful Aston Martin. He's currently in P6. Not a representative time from him. Obviously made a mistake somewhere around. 21 seconds up already. Yeah, that's much better from Imi. Purple sector 2 for him. Not sure if I trust the game, but let's give Imi that. Cyber goes fastest with a 1:12.1, so that's a good lap time, putting him 2 tenths ahead of Shane, and a very good lap time there by the Alpine driver. And of course he is teaming up with Royal Viking, who's not in yet. But yeah, so that looks good for Cyber so far, followed by Imi. A good lap time there by Imi, a 10th off the pace, followed by Shane, Dean Fergie. So we're still waiting for Zadi, Shakes, Yaku. There's a whole list of guys that still need to go out. Ketua Levy, he is currently on a lap, so let's just stick around with him. I will get on board with one of the guys later on to take you just around a hot lap here in Barcelona, Spain. So, but for the moment, let's just stick with Ketua Levy. He still needs to set a lap time up, getting nicely out of the way there. I think that was the Aston Martin of Imi. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting race strategy. Around here, you can go soft mediums. You can also go do soft hards, and then you can go medium hard. So it's a nice wide and open. So we'll see who has got the race set up for this track in terms of tyre wear, but this track is quite aggressive on tyres. Tyre pressures does play a role here, and you don't want to run out of tyres at the end of the session. So we'll see how that goes about. I am going to take small breaks in between because I am alone in the comms box and I do get thirsty. Zero to cool in the Aston Martin. He's back on the wheel again, so we'll see how he fares tonight. Will be a good representation for us to see if Zero needs to come back to Premier Division. But at the moment, he's back on his wheel and he invalidates as I say that. So he's going to have to start all over again. Nick Gishen is one of the other fast drivers that we need to have a look at. Currently, I think he is third in the championship, which I'll take you through a little bit later, probably in Q2. Let's just, there's a lot of drivers on track, so let's just see where we are. So Nick Gishen, he goes top of the timetable, so 1:12, 1:09. That's a good lap by him, just splitting him and Cyber by half a tenth. So a good lap time there by Cyber. Just want to see how else our Sergeant Panda goes fifth with a I'm not sure what that is, but 4 tenths behind. Let's just have a look. There we go, with a 1:12.508. Let's just see who else is on outlap. So a couple of guys at outlap, Super D and Tormund Kills, and then a whole host of drivers that's still in the pits, and they're probably just having a look at what tyres they should be doing and waiting for a bit of track evolution, and then we go from there. Jason saying Nick's driving in neutral. Yeah, Morsa. Yeah, there we go. I got it in for the night. I got my word in, so I'm done for the night. Thank you very much. Good night. So yeah, but a nice full lobby, 19 drivers. And if you're new to this, we will lose 5 drivers at the end of Q1. So that will leave us with, in this case, we'll be losing 4 drivers. We'll go to 15 drivers. Will be a complete reset of the time, so nothing matters, like Metallica. Nothing else matters. And then you'll start again. I'm in a mood for puns tonight, so let's do some puns. And then we'll start Q2. And then Q3 is bragging rights for pole position. This season, no points for pole position. It's all in the race because we've got sprint races as well. So let's see. Super D is on an outlap. Tormund Kills is in the McLaren. He is available for a permanent seat again. So Tormund is going to come back steaming. So glad he's back for the permanent seat. So very happy to have him back. And let's see what his first attempt would be in the McLaren. So far, greens all the way around, but you would expect that as it's his first lap. Let's see what that gets him. A 12.1, 12.2. Pardon me, that's good enough for 4th at the moment. So the 2 McLarens, Lineston, 4th and 5th. As Nick Kitchen retires in the pits, and that's good enough for him to get through. I don't think that will be an issue. Super D currently on track. Purple Sector 1. So let's just follow the Haas driver around. Currently, his teammate, Ketua Levy, is 7th at the moment. So we'll see where that slots him in. So a couple of guys still need to set lap times. So the bottom, 7 drivers still need to set lap times. And the cutoff at the moment is a 1:13.5 from Boinkies. And we'll see if that's going to be enough to withstand all the pressure and all the competition from the back. But that also looks like a purple sector for Super D. So we'll see what this translates. A little bit of oversteer into that corner. Runs a little bit wide. It's going to cost him maybe a 10th or so. And let's see how he takes the last turn. So that's a 7th for him. Get a bit of the power, lose a bit of front end. That's nothing new, and that's good enough to put him in 3rd at 1:12.254, basically less than a 10th off Cyber chart. So that looks all good in Love and War. Let's just see Zadi currently in the drop zone. Still, the market time is a 1:13.5 from Poinkies. He's currently in the pits. We've got also Shakes, Yaku, Smutsjango. Bob in the pits. He still needs to list at a lap time, the same as Zero, who invalidated his lap. And then Josh. So let me just put my glasses back on and look intelligent so I can tell you what's going on in terms of driver standings. So after round 2 in Premier Division, we are looking at Josh leading the way after 2 rounds. And he's leading the way with Bob. So 69 points for Josh, Bob on 47, Nikishan on 44. Arno in 4th, and he's not going to race tonight because he's not around. So 0 to Kula standing in for him. And then we've got Zadi, Shane, and Boinkies, followed by Yaku, Shakes, and Super D rounding up the top 10. And in terms of the constructors, so far it's a Mercedes domination on 116 points, followed by Red Bull on 88 and Aston Martin well behind on 36. So it's been a bit of a Red Bull Mercedes domination like we see in real life. So let's see if they can continue that right through. But I think the Red Bull charge is around. Shakes goes fastest with a 1:11.766. Now he had a good session last week, but the DRS or the time trial setup didn't work so well for him in the race. So hopefully he doesn't have a time trial setup again, because on one lap pace that is blitz, but it's a different thing on race pace. But that is substantial. That is what 4 tenths almost between him and Nikishin. So what a lap by Shakes. And in the Dean drop zone currently at the moment, we've got Top Gun on a 1:13.1, although he's on an outlap. Wezo, Yaku. Dean Fergie is also in a bit of trouble. And then just outside of the drop zone, or inside of the drop zone, we've got Top Gun, Boinkies, Bob still need to set a lap, as well as Josh. So plenty of action to go around. It's impossible to follow all the drivers around, but we'll try our best to see. So let's have a look at Dean Fergie in the Williams. So he's currently in 13th with a 1:12.8. Let's see. And once again, this track is almost like Austria. Very close lap times expected here. Not a very long lap. About 26 seconds, I think, for a pit stop. And so you will lose some time. He's half a tenth down on this current lap. So we'll see if there's any improvement for Dean. He probably needs another 3 or 4 tenths just to get him safe in through. As Yaku goes into the pits, Wezo goes into the pits, Dean also jumps into the pits, so that's him done. Boink is currently in the Ferrari. He's in 17th in the drop zone, so he's going to have to get on with it. So is Josh. 5 minutes left in Q1. So a lot of work to do for these guys. Right, so Josh is saying, and I think that's Bob, is saying that Eskom gave him a race ban. Yeah, Eskom is very unfair. They're not part of the stewards group, Bob. And he's so you can see how the Red Bulls are doing tonight. Yeah, that's bad for Mercedes, which means that just want to go through it. So it is Bob that's not going to take part in the session. So Josh is going to have to deal with the battles from behind alone in the Mercedes. He's currently in 18th. And let's just stick with Josh to see what sector 2 is like. 3.6 seconds up. So that will that's plenty in the bank there. Looks like he's not pushing as hard as he should be. Well, let's see. But currently it is a Alfa Romeo on top with Shakes. The 2 Red Bulls is currently in 2nd and 10th. So that's a good start for Red Bull. Trying to get maximum points back from Mercedes. And Josh is starting a hot lap now. So let's get on board with Josh. Let's do this. Guy's getting nice out of the way into turn 1. He takes it into 4th, gets on the power nice and early, hugs the inside corner, down into 5th. And there you want to hug it as close as possible to the inside line. Yes, you pick up some debris and marbles on the inside, but it's probably worth on a 1 lap pace. Probably don't want to do that in a race trim. Goes into 4th there, gets nice rotation in the car. Rear not stepping out too much, so it looks like a very stable rear. As you can hear him lock up slightly there, stays in 3rd, gets on the power right the curb. So very good suspension here by the Mercedes driver. He's going to fling it into the left. He stays in 4th. The car can get really underneath here. And stays in 5th. Let's see if he takes this all the way. Flat out 6th, stays in 6th, then goes to 7th. High revs. And then it's very difficult left-hander off camber, and the rear just really want to step out. So let's see if he can keep the rear in check here. Yeah, he does very nicely indeed. And that's into 4th. Then still the old section this, and then all new section here. You want to right this curb on the right hand side, fling it in inside, don't get off the throttle. And then 7th, might just lift before it and then just flat out to get more downforce, straight onto the straight. DRS open, and that's a 1:11.687. My word. What a lap by Josh. And there we go, Mercedes on top, followed by Shakes, Nikish, and Smart Django. Smart Django currently in 4th with 2 minutes to go. Let's just see who is in trouble. We know that Bob's not going to partake in the session. Boink is currently in 18th with a 1:13.5. Top Gun in a bit of trouble. I don't see them going out again, maybe. Wezo is on a lap. He really wants to get through into Q2. So him and Yaku is basically on the bubble at the moment. So the bubble, I would say, Dean Fergie 1:12.8, Yaku 1:12.8, Wezo 1:12.9. They might be in a bit of trouble. So Wezo is a 10th and a half up. That will take him to a 1:12.7 flat, which will get him just above Dean Fergie. It's not going to be enough to get to a levy, but let's see what Sector 2 is like. Sector 1 was a really good sector for Yaku, and lost a bit of time there, so he's almost a 10th up. So Yaku, that's not going to be probably enough to hinder Gatua Levy unless he's got a magic third sector, or he lost a lot of time in Sector 3, and there is yellows around, but I think that was a retirement in a bit from Imi. Torment, and I think that's a retirement. Yeah, I lost it around turn 2. Let's see what Yaku gets. Yeah, a 112.845. That just gets him above Torment. Torment did not finish the session, so he's out of qualifying. Wezo, let's see if he can improve his lap time, the same as Boinky. So that's the only two guys who can really upset the apple cart and push Yaku maybe out. Torment is into Q2, but he's retired, so there's only going to be 14 drivers into Q2. If anyone doesn't put, if Boinkies or Wezo doesn't improve by much. So let's just see where Wezo is in Sector 2. I don't think he's pushing whatsoever. Maybe just cooling down. Yeah, no DRS. So he's probably cooling down. And that's Boinkies. Oh, wow. I'm not sure what happened there, but a big moment. That Ferrari is completely wrecked. So we just caught the end of it. But that's the session for Ronald. Sure, I haven't seen him crashed out in a while. So that's out for Ronald. Let's just see if Wezo's going to have another go. 71% ERS. Let's see what Wezo can do in the Alpha Tauri. Currently his teammate's in 14th. If he gets through, both Alpha Tauris will go through. So he really needs, what, 7/10 of a second to get through, to catch Torment in a 112. But Torment already is out of the session. So let's see what Wezo can get himself up to. 10th and a half down in Sector 1. We might be some time to find in Sector 2 and 3. So let's just keep an eye. Let's get on board with him. And turn your sound up and let me just have a quiet moment. So Yaku Nachol did get through, and Wezo did not make it through. But there's your final standings for Q1. It is Josh on top, followed by Shakes, Negishin, surprise, surprise, all three drivers who feature basically in the sprint race, Austria, and then also in Silverstone last week. Although a difficult week last week for Negishin, getting out-qualified by his teammate, Arne Gijs. Smith Django in 4th, Cyber in 5th. And then your bottom end, just want to see if I can get to that quickly before we change over. So, Yaku making it through. Only 14 drivers in Q2, so we'll only lose 4 drivers, but Yaku making it through. The same as Gatua Levy, Dean Fergie, first race in FTR, currently in 12th. Sergeant Panda, good session, is in 11th. Stereo to cool, first race for Premier Division, he's in 10th. But yeah, that's everything will be reset as we go through to Q2. I'm going to take a small water break, and I'll catch you just now. Right, good evening, and if you just join us, welcome to Q2 here in Barcelona in Spain. If it looks familiar, yes it will be, because it was the track that we did in pre-season testing. So welcome to FTR. Oh, big moment there for Dean Fergie, and he's going to back out of that lap. I'm pretty sure he will. Probably not going to see any DRS. Oh, he does. He still carries on. But a big moment there for the Williams driver. 1:12.2 for Shane. I think that's an improvement from the last one. Cyber goes in 1:11.9 immediately after that. 1:13.7 for 02 Cool. Dean Fergie is probably going to be the next guy setting a lap time, and just behind him will be looks like an AlphaTauri, but Dean comes into the pits. I thought that moment's going to hinder him slightly there. Let's just see, outlaps. Couture Levy in the house. Let's see if he can get himself into the top 10. Revolution says, good evening. How's it, Revolution? Thank you very much for joining us. And welcome to the round 3, Revolution, of FTR. Season 11. It's been a while. So happy to have you with us. Tell us in the comment section, who do you think is going to get pole? The overtakes of the week will be on Facebook very soon, so you can go and have a look at that. The overtakes of week 2, round 2, which is Silverstone. This is obviously week 3 in Silverstone in FTR. And let's see the other AlphaTauri driver, Jakke Nagel. Let's see how he gets along. Loses his teammate into Q1. Wezo not making it through. So let's have a. So Jason, don't start. It's not even race time and we're going morsig already. So yeah, that's the new FTR word. Word of the day is morsig. So big moment from Yaku here. AlphaTauri looks a bit loose underneath. Let's see where that's going to put him. That's a good lap time, a 1:12.9. So a good lap time there by Yaku. Probably can go 2 or 3 tenths faster. Who else is on track? Sergeant Panda. Let's follow the Ferrari driver. We haven't been with Panda for a while. So let's go with them. A little bit right into turn 1. Hucks it nice into turn 2. Stick it close into turn 3. You can keep it all the way hucked in. Maybe not in the race, but in qualifying you can. Check all the marbles on the right. And hucks it nice and tight. Maybe lost a little bit there. Could have climbed a little bit curved. Get it nice straight. Almost runs wide there. Into the downhill left-hander. Third gear for him. Pushes it very hard, getting onto the curb. Nice suspension riding the curb there. Then this very tricky section here. Wish they would get rid of this section. Fourth gear, nice acceleration out of it. It's going to go through flat on this uphill right-hander. Yes, he does. Doesn't run wide, so that's all valid for the Ferrari driver. New section up and coming, or part 1 of the new section. Nice apex there for the Ferrari driver. And then fling it in. He's going to stay in 4th, let it hang out. Get on the throttle as soon as you feel the rear grips. All new section here. Ride it in 6th. Get into 7th. Hang it. Gears down slightly to keep the revs up. And this is going to be 1:11.9. Wow. What a lap by Panda. My word. Good lap there by the Ferrari driver. Super D on track. He was very fast in Q1. So he's currently on a lap. There's no telemetry. No wonder I'm not seeing anything. Here we go. Apologies for that. Here we go. So the Super D on track, Nikishan on track. So let's see where Nick is currently. That's a nice exit there for him, for the Red Bull driver. So let's see how he deals. He does this 3rd gear, gets nice acceleration. Gets probably a very good exit there because he goes into 3rd. And sticks it in 6th, keep it nice and tight. That's very good front end by the Red Bull. Red Bull known for their front end. That looks very nice. So let's see what Nick can get himself. First bite of Q2. Also gears down to get more acceleration out. That's going to be a 1:11.724. That's a good lap by him. 2 tenths up on Cyberchart. So very good lap there by him. His teammate 02 Cool. Hunker is almost 3 tenths up. That will, he should be in the 1:12s easily. Did a bit of practice with him the other night, and he showed some good pace. So let's see if Hunker can get in there. Dean Fergie also on a lap. He's going to go through there. Also 6th gear for him. Let's see where this gets him. A 1:12.4. That's 9th at the moment for Dean Fergie. Why did it say 9? It's 6th for him. 1:12.421. Imi on an outlap, so is Shakes, and so is Josh. So we'll keep an eye out on that. So just remember, we'll lose 4 drivers in the session because of the retirement. I think it was of Tillman Kills. So we did not make it through, unfortunately. Right, so Revolution saying either Shakes or Shane might be a quick one for Paul. Yeah, Shakes and Shane. Shakes stopping Q1 with his lap time. So it was a stellar lap until Josh grabbed it from him in the end. So Josh stopped Q1, followed by Shakes, and then I think it was Nick Gishen. So surprise, surprise, the top 3 drivers there. So yeah, definitely Shakes. Shane might also pull it out of the back. Revolution saying I'm not racing. I suck. I suck at the moment at racing, so they demoted me to I don't even know what. No, I'm in Division 2 Revolution on Thursday nights, and life just got in the way a bit with work and everything, so don't get enough time to spend practicing more league-oriented. We needed to get FTR back to where we were, so a lot of effort has been put in by myself and my team trying to get full lobbies like we see tonight, 19 drivers tonight. And have a really competitive Division 2. So, yeah, I'm in a B team for the first time in a long time, which is, it's fascinating. It's good. Right, so Tunable is saying it's between Shakes and Josh for pole. I will not count out Nick Gishen by any stretch of the imagination. I think he's really on it. But let's follow Shakes around in the Alfa Romeo. That's a purple sector 2 for him. Front end on that Alfa Romeo looks really good, so car definitely set up for 1 lap pace, stays in 6th. It's going to give it in 7th now. Is this going to be a low 11.5? There we go, 1:11.572. 2 tenths, just under 2 tenths from Nick Gishen. Very good lap time by him. Josh currently in 3rd. Let's see, he's backed out of that. So let's just see in the drop zone at the moment. Get to a Levy 6 seconds up. He needs a bit more than that. Probably had a couple of moments, 52% ERS, so he is pushing. So let's see how he goes through the twisty left and right hand uphill. And yeah, he definitely needs a good starting position. Spain, not one of the easiest tracks to overtake. It's going to take some doing to get it done. So let's just see how far he's up on his sector 2 time. 10.5 seconds will take him to a 110, well, I'm talking a lot of nonsense. I can't remember now. But let's see where that get to. He's going to put him. Imi Alonso and a bit Zari, the 2 Aston Martins, currently in the drop zone. That's my fast teammates. They need to get on with it. So Gatua puts himself up into 9th with a 1:12.275. Is that going to be enough to put him through Zari currently on track, as well as Super D? So let's have a look. Nick has retired, and I think that's in a pit here. Very confident with that lap time. I don't think that's bad enough to put him in a drop zone. But currently, and we'll look at the gaps at the moment. Let's just have a look at those gaps while we're at it. So not a lot between them. Less than a second between 1st and 10th, with expecting Super D to go faster, Zari to go faster. So let's see where this is going to put Zari. That puts him into 6th position, just behind Panda and just in front of Zero to Cool. Let's just see what Super D is doing, because he was also, he invalidated his lap, so he's probably going to have another go. Imi on an outlap. He left it quite late. Currently Yaku in the drop zone, Dean Fergie in the drop zone, and Gatua Levy. Probably not sure he's going to be safe of where he is at the moment. So I don't expect Shakes to go out again now that Josh. I don't think Cyber's going to go out. I don't think they're going to waste a pair of softs on this. Might just save it for the race. As Gatua Levy comes into the pits. Soda Pan in the pits. Ooh, and that is Dean Fergie. So unfortunately we didn't catch that. But a big moment for him. Please don't get disqualified, and please don't get stuck in the gravel like I did. There we go. Good stuff by D. Not resetting to track. Great sportsmanship. Well done, lad. And new driver. Probably didn't read through the rules, but a proper racer didn't do anything funny. So well done, Dean. And yeah, a couple of guys in the drop zone. I'm just going to take a water sip while I read through YouTube. And we'll be back shortly. so in the drop zone currently, Gatua Levy, I'm not sure if that is safe for him. Dean Fergan a bit of trouble, so is Yaku. Imi Alonso is on track, and we know Imi can pull out a magic lap. He probably left it quite late, trying to see if he can get maximum track evolution. That looks really good. 7, don't overrun it. That is 112.2, so sure. That is 10th at the moment, and I'm not sure if that's going to... He's got a 1 minute 29 seconds. Maybe have a cooldown lap. I'm not going to be sure if he's going to have enough. He already has to have another go. Dean Fergie having a moment. He might just chill a bit. Yaku out of the session. Now, I'm not sure where that is. I don't think we're going to catch him on track. We probably won't see it. No, we won't. So yeah. Everyone having a cooldown here. So let's just have a look and see where we are. Gatua Levy, he needs basically a 10th to get himself out of the bottom 4. Dean Fergie, I don't think he's going to improve. He needs about, what, 3 10s? Yeah, Super D has not put up a lap yet, so he's really battling to find track limits. And the game says he did put up a lap, but I'm not sure if that was legal. This looks morsig to me. But let's just see. He didn't take the checkered flag, so let's follow Super D around. Because qualifying is 28 seconds left, so let's see what he can do. Goes into 4th. He's got enough ERS, that should carry him through to the... So we're not going to be able to judge him on his sector times to see if he's faster than what he was before, because he hasn't set a time yet. So let's see what Super D can get. Gene Ferg in the pits, he's not going to improve. Imi is... Yeah, Gatua Levy is retired, Yak is retired, so the only person who can put Imi out of Q2 will be Super D. And a green sector for him, a purple sector for him. So this might just be enough, and I think it's probably going to be enough if he doesn't invalidate, to push out Imi Alonso. So let's see how what Super D does on this last section of the track runs. Nice and wide there. You can push the track limit slightly. Is this going to be enough? Good front end there. Oh, big moment. That's going to be enough. Yes, it is. Hello. Here we go. Well done by Super D. Last lap, getting him through into 8. That pushes out, I think it was Imi. Pushing out Imi into the bottom 5. And there we go. Yep. So your top 10 for the shootout for qualifying 3, which we'll do just now. The Shakes on top by less than a 10th from Josh. The Smirch Django in 3rd. Great lap by him. I didn't see that one. Negation in 4th. Shane in 5th. Cyber followed by Panda. Great session for Panda, getting himself in the top 10. Super D nicking out Imi at the last second there. Zadi, Aston Martin through. And then the other Red Bull of Zero Hanku is also into Q3. So I'm going to take a short water break and I'll be back for Q3. Don't go anywhere. Right, so 8 minutes into qualifying, and it's Cyber with the 111.9, and as I say, that Super D goes 111.9 flat. We're currently on board with Shakes. What is this going to be? It's going to be a 111.3. My word, that is quick. 111.3 by Shakes. I see a couple of predictions coming through on YouTube. 110.9, someone mentioned. If I look at Shakes' time, I think a 111 flat might be the one, 111.1. But it's a seriously competitive lap time. Josh having, I think, a warm-up lap to get those tyres nice and warm. Zadi out on track, Smirch Django on track, Nick Gishan on track. So let's just follow Nick around in the Red Bull, and he's followed closely by his reserve teammate for tonight, Zero to Cool, first time in Premier Division, back on the wheel, and he's made Q2, or Q3, which I think is a victory on its own. So well done to Hunker. So let's see what Nick can do. Game is on, and here we go. Let's see what Nick's gonna put himself up to. That's third, a 111.658, so just behind Josh. Good lap by him. And Smirch Django 111.7. Everyone having a go. There's just the lap time coming through now. I just want to see that. Zadi 111.888. 111.9 for Super D. Cyberjart in the 111.9s. 0 in the 120s. Well, sorry, 112s. Same as Shane, same as Panda. So not much into it after the first punches. Let's just see what the gaps are. So less than a second between first and 10th. It is a short track, so that might be a little bit inflated. Expect definitely Panda to go faster. That's not the best lap from Shane, so he boxed. He's probably got 3 sets of softs that he can use in the session. Zero to Cool can go faster than that, I know. Cyber in there as well, he probably can go a 10th faster. So I expect the gap from first to 10th to be around about 6 tenths. Let's see how far I am from being wrong. Remember, it's all about close competitive racing in FTR, so hopefully we can have a close qualifying. So let's have a look at YouTube here. Tunable saying Jason. Alright, so someone's needing bread money, bread and milk. Take that. Play lotto. Yeah. Sasa money. Use that. Great to see so many comments on the channel. Well done, guys. It keeps the channel alive. It keeps us afloat. We'll do a recon around the YouTube channel, but I think we're very close to 300 subscribers, which is quite awesome for us. So yeah, if you tune in for Premier Division and you're not racing with FTR, please join us tomorrow night for Division 2 as they head off to Spain. And see if anyone can catch Jason at the moment. J-Boy, he is leading the championship currently in Division 2. So hopefully someone can catch him around the way. He says he's been putting a lot of practice in for Spain. So let's see how that goes. So the first round of punches being thrown, it is Shakes coming on top with a 111.3. 2 10s between him and Josh. Who would have thought? With Nigishan another 10th or so down in third, followed by Smirch Django, Zadi and Super D. The big thing is going to be tyre strategies tonight. Who's going to be brave? Who's going to go for the soft mediums? Chance of a safety car here in Spain, probably about 70%. If we look at FTR records, probably around about a 70% chance of a safety car. We haven't had any red flags in Premier Division in FTR. Some great driving by the guys, not causing any havoc. But this is a different track. We've seen a couple of guys retire in qualifying, pushing really hard. Excuse me. So yeah, red flags can play a role. That can mess up your strategy. So is a safety car. So who's going to be bold and go soft medium? Who's going to try to be conservative with soft hards? And who's going to go for the preferred strategy, which will be a medium hard? So that's going to be very interesting. So Zadi is the first one to flinch in the Aston Martin. So he's gone out. And the only sole remaining. So let's just look at teams at the moment. It is Mercedes leading the way from Red Bull, and then a bit of a gap to the rest of the guys. But it is 2 Red Bulls into Q2. 1 Mercedes with Bob not being around because Eskom giving him a race ban. We have 2 Alfa Romeos in Shakes and Smirch Django. So good so far from the Alfa Romeo team. 1 Aston Martin for Zadi. 1 Haas and Super D. 1 McLaren, Shane, 1 Ferrari, Sergeant Panda. His teammate Boinky's not making it through. First time I see Boinky's retire in a qualifying session in a very long time, so that was a first for me. So, but yeah, it is Zadi first on track for the second round. Expect the guys to probably pop out like ants around about with 2.5 minutes to go. Want to make the best of the track conditions. I think Zadi will have a look. If he's up in sector 2, he might just stick with a lap, or else he might just abort, go back in, put on new boots, and then just have another go. But let's stick with Zadi. Let's get aboard with the Aston Martin driver. He's currently in 5th position. I'm going to keep quiet, follow the Aston Martin driver around here in Barcelona. Great lap there by Zadi, 2nd at the moment, 2/10 off, so a great lap by him. Everyone is on outlaps at the moment, so it's going to be difficult to watch out and see who's who, but Zadi, what a lap, a 1:11.534, mega performance by him. So Chinable saying let's go Shake, so yeah, he's currently on provisional pole with a 1:11.3. Expect some rapid times to come in from Josh, from Nick Gishan, maybe Super D and Smurfs Django getting in there. We saw Shane had a lot of pace in Q2, so keep an eye out on him, on the McLaren driver. But everyone at the moment is chasing Shakes. I don't think Zadi, no, he's not going to have another go. He's not going to have enough ERS. So that's it basically for him. Let's see if Shakes can improve on his lap time, 1:11.317. So let's see. Sector 1, let's see if he's anywhere up. I don't expect huge improvements here. I don't think we're going to get into the 110s at all. But let's have a look. That looks very nice and neat from Shakes. Beautiful camera view this. And it might have lost a bit of time touching the inside there. Very close to his purple sector for him. 9,000ths of a second up in sector 1. And that looks really good for him. So Josh is just starting his lap, so we'll keep an eye out on him. We just want to see what sector 2 Shakes is puffing up here. While I'm going to try to jump between him and Josh to see where's where. I just really want to get sector 2 up from Shakes and see if he's up or down. And that is Shakes. He's a 10.5 down, so I don't think he's going to improve. Shakes is probably not going to improve. Josh is almost, oh, big moment, big moment. Oh, pushing so hard. He was a 10th up in sector 1 and all set that up, but that is him done. Qualifying is done for Joshua. He's not going to improve. Zadi is retired in the pits. Let's have a look at Nick Gishan. Sergeant Panda has taken the finish line or the checkered flag. He's not going to go higher than 10th. Let's have a look at Nick Gishan and see if he can improve. So he's the only guy, probably Josh out of it, who's going to challenge Shakes for. He's a 10th up. So that will take him to a 1:11.5. That will jump him in front of Smurfs Django. So it is a couple of tenths more, maybe another 2 or 3 tenths just to get him onto the front row. But let's see. There's still plenty of track available for him and time. So he can finish this lap if he doesn't invalidate. So let's see what sector 2 is. It's all going to be about sector 2. Super D across the line, finished in 6th. Cyberjard still on track, but we're going to focus with Nick right now. 2 tenths down. I don't think that's going to improvement. Cyber into the pits. Nick's not going to improve. He backed out of it. That's not going to be good enough for him. So provisional pole looks so far, if we look at everyone, Josh heading into the pits. It looks like Shake's going to be on pole. Surprise Zadi in 2nd. A mega lap there by Josh, but unfortunately just lost control of the Merc and couldn't finish his lap. So that will be 3rd. Nick Gishan is going to stay in 5th. But yeah, that is looks like your qualifying is done. So awesome lap by Shakes. Is he going to be able to convert this pole lap, this 1 lap pace, into a 26 laps, I think, around Spain? Is he going to be also 33? I think it's 33. laps around Spain. So let's see if he can, if that car is set up for 33 laps. I'm just going to take you through the final standings of qualifying. I'm going to take a short break then, while the guys pick their try strategies, get on a formation lap. But let's just have a look. Yeah, so there's your confirmation. Shakes on pole by 2 tenths from Zadi, followed by Josh Smirch Django in fourth, followed by Nick Super D Cyber. Shane 0 and Sergeant Panda finishing off the bottom 10. And less than a second between first and 10th. And between first and 6th, less than 5 tenths. So that is really good close racing. So let's see if Shakes has got a race car underneath him for the actual race. And Zani looks very competitive. Josh, we know how fast he is. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do from third. Smirt and then Nick in fifth. I'm going to be back shortly with the race. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. I think it's 33 laps waiting for us here in Barcelona. Right, 33 laps. I wasn't too far off. 33 laps waiting for us here in Barcelona in Spain. A couple of tyre choices here. Majority of the guys, well, it's actually a split really. Mediums and softs it looks to be. It's going to be interesting to see what they do after mediums. Are they going to go for the soft? I think the guys in the mediums will keep an eye out on the soft runners. Look at their times. And then take it from there as the guys struggling to find their grid positions. A nice full lobby. Thank you very much to everyone. This makes FTR great, I tell you what. Almost sound like Trump. Make America great again. Right, 19 drivers on the grid. I think this is a good camera angle. Let's see when Codemaster switches. There we go. 33 laps waiting here in Barcelona. It is lights out and away. We not go yet. Please, can we get going? There we go. A good launch there from the soft runners. It looks like Josh having a good launch. Oh, very side by side into turn one. Ooh, 4, 5 adrift. Are they going to go through? Yes, they are. There's contact. And it's definitely Smirch who's taken out Zardi's all the way up into 17th, 18th, 19th. I hope there's no contact or some damage. Josh having a 5-second penalty with a collision with Bob. I'm not sure if Bob's in the session. That doesn't look right. Super D all the way to the back. It is a safety car. And I'm not sure why. 5-second penalty for Torment Kills for ignoring the yellow flag. So this is turning out to be very hectic very quickly. I'm not sure there was contact. I wish there was replays in this game. But there was definitely contact between Smirch Django and Zardi. I just want to go down all the way to Zardi and see, yep, no front wing on that Aston Martin. No front wing on Josh's car. So they're both going to pit. So they started on the medium. So what do they do now? Unless they've got a new set of mediums that they can have a look at. They're probably going to go for a new set of mediums. They might just go for the softs now. And then go for the mediums later on. But race almost ruined for those two guys. Two of the fastest guys. That just opens up everything. But definitely contact. We're going to leave that for the stewards between Smith, Django and Zardi. But 4 into one corner, that's never going to work. But it is Shakes leading from Smith, Django. 2 Alfa Romeos in first and second. That's going to be interesting. Shane in third. Negation in fourth. As everything settles. So just want to see what's going on here. A couple of guys into the pits. Negation, is that also for a wing? Yeah, that's also a wing for him. So he's a wing. We'll see what he does. A lot of guys in the pit at the moment. And a wing, that's a brand new set of mediums for him. Double stacking on the Red Bull, which didn't work. I'm not sure what was wrong with Zero to Cool. That's also a nose change. So plenty of contact into turn 1. And a lot of guys having damage. So it's going to be a busy night for the stewards, I feel. But let's see. Let's not make too many assumptions. A new nose going for Josh. So let's just look at the guys who have pitted. They've gone onto the mediums. Theoretical's gone onto the softs. He wants to try to make some positions up. Premier Division, it is not easy to catch up from the back. So we'll keep an eye out on Josh and Zardi, Zero and Negation. Cyberjart, he's decided to pit for the Hearts. He wants to go long. Super D, let's just have a look and see who has been in the pits. Yep, so Cyber's gone into the pits. Negation, Zero, Zardi and Josh. Your bottom 5 drivers, no surprise there. Alright, so safety car is going to be out for a little bit. So what do the guys do now? The medium runners, that will be a couple of extra laps that they get under the medium. So they might just go to the softs at the end. Cyber will definitely go hards and softs. Negation, brand new mediums for him. He's going to have to do another tyre change. Zero has basically done his tyre change, his mandatory tyre stops. But he will not get through on the soft, so he's going to have to pit again. Zardi and Josh on brand new mediums, which is no benefit to them because they started on the mediums. And then, yeah, a couple of soft runners in front of them, so we'll see how long the softs go. I'm going to just hang it out there while we wait for the safety car restart, which will probably be on this lap. So we'll be back shortly. Right, so the safety car is in this lap, so it means that Shakes effectively becomes the safety car. He can dictate the pace when he wants to go, and if he wants to go, followed by his teammate Smith Django. So really good position for the Alfa Romeos. They don't want to mess this up. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. The top 3 drivers on the mediums, followed by Sergeant Pan on the softs. A good start by him, gain a lot of positions up into 4th. Same as Couture, Levy, Emil Alonso, making up a whole host of positions. But it is safety car restart, so we're going to get on board with Smirch Django here, or with Shane maybe, and see when they go. It seems like they kind of dropped it. You don't want to go full throttle. Yes, they've dropped it. Here we go. And it's racing again, so Shane getting very close. Is he going to go around the outside? Let's see if he's going to do this. And hangs it out. Doesn't want to get into trouble. Yeah, cuts back nicely in. And good driving by both his drivers. So Shakes is pulling the trigger. He is going good, nice inside line. Ooh, from Shane Smith Django. Yeah, he gave him a space on the outside. So this is good racing. And this is bringing just the pack behind him. So Shane getting held up a little bit there by Smirts. And Panda on the back end there, the same as Couture, Levy, Emil Alonso. And let's just have a look at the back there. Josh has made up one position. Zardi, Zero to Cool, Nigishan. Yeah, they're all behind Cyber. We're going to go down further down the back for now. It seems all good racing at the moment. Let's just have a look. Nigishan, he's followed by his teammate. So that's a bit of a ding-dong situation. Zero to Cool on the side, so he's going to be slightly faster than his teammate at this stage of the race. And Nick wants to clear Cyber quickly on those hards, so he can get into the back of Super D. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. The gap now between Shakes and Smith Django, almost 0.8 of a second. Couture Levy getting very close to the back here. Let's just see what the guys do. So DRS will not be enabled yet, as we have a good view and a good move there from the inside. That looks like Panda on Shane. So Panda's gone through. Let's just get on board with Shane. And a good move from him as we look to the back of Couture, Levy and Imi. Oh, is that contact? Is that contact between Shane and Panda? Not sure if that was, but definitely position loss for Panda. Imi in 5th. He's now all over the back of Panda after that incident. So is Shane going to give the position back? Yes, he is. That is really, really clever driving by Shane. So even if there is a steward's report, he just gave the position back, and that is very sensible and good sportsmanship by Shane. And here we go, goes around the outside. We've got a good view for this. Is he going to go around the outside? Yes, he is. Gives him enough space. There's definitely contact there. I'm not sure if it was Couture Levy who caused some contact, but now his teammate is, well, it's not his teammate, it's Wezo. That's very close to him. So close racing. Yeah, safety car on lap 1. Which caused a couple of guys to pit, and that seems, who's that? Is that Panda? He's going into the pits. Is that for a wing change? Did he manage to damage his wing? I've got a funny suspicion he did when he made contact there, and that will be, no, it's just a tire change. Oh wow, not sure why that would be, but he's going on to the hards. He's going to the end. That looks like Zero having a moment, getting passed by Josh, Zardi and Cyber, so they're all gone through. Nigishan getting past, and he's getting past Super D as well. Is he going on the inside? This is good racing. He's on the outside of Boinkies. Ooh, big contact there by the guy. So no, you just lose 3, 4, 5 positions in one corner. Is he going to hang it around the outside? Oh, big contact there. My word, this is a bit chaos at the moment, and that is another safety car. So 5 seconds for Nigishan for collision with Super D. That's probably be referred to the stewards. But another safety car. I'm trying to see who that was. And safety car is set on standard, so I'm not sure why we're having so many safety cars. It looks like we might have to go safety car reduced again at FTR. Probably start that next week, but second safety car, and I don't see anyone retiring, so that's quite weird. But it is still Shakes leading from Smirch Django, and I just want to see all the soft runners popping into the pits. Yeah, Boinkies, Top Gun, Torment, Wezo, Imi. That all works out nicely from Dean. Stayed out on those softs. He didn't Yeah, he didn't decide to pit. So a couple of guys probably going onto the hards. Yes, there we go. So Wezo on the hards. It looks like Boinky's on the hards. So's Tormund, so's Josh, so's Nick. Everyone going onto the hards. And that's their mandatory pit stops done. So if there is no other safety car, yeah, they can try to stick with Shane all the soft runners in front of them. And try to get track position. You get the sense that track position is everything around Spain at the moment. But a couple of messy laps around Barcelona. I'm going to take a short break. I will be back. Just not 2 safety cars, 7 laps. That's a bit painful. Let's hope the rest of the race goes a bit smoother than that. Right, so I've missed the restart, and apologies for that. But Super D got a disqualification. I'm not sure why and what happened to him. And Bob's still ghosting. He is not part of the session, but it is Shakes leading from Smirch Django from Shane. A couple of position changes there. It looks like, who's that? Dean Fergie. And that is a wing gone for him. So horrible start for him. Another safety car. You're kidding me. And there we go. Apologies. I'm back. 16 laps for Shakes on those mediums. He's still leading from Cyber with 1.3 seconds. 15 laps on the hards for Cyber. Smirch Django currently in third. There's a couple of position drops here. It looks like Tormund. I'm not sure if he has had a moment. Yeah, there's no end plate on that McLaren. So he has had a moment. He's under pressure from Josh now currently in 12th. And, ooh, that's a big moment from Panda. That's him out. That's going to be another safety car, right? Or is it? Hopefully not. Oh, gets out of the way nicely there. That was a big moment with a Yaku coming through. And he spinning in the pit lane for Tormund kills, so that's not going to help him in his chase down there. That looks like a good move from Boinkies. Or was it Imi? So Imi all over. So let's have a look and see if Imi can make it stick. Yes, he does. He's gone through onto Boinkies. 7-lap old mediums versus 11-lap old hards. He's up into 5th. 2 Aston Martins, 4th and 5th. And Panda retiring in the pits. Yeah, 2 DNFs so far. I think it was 2 safety cars so far, 3 of them. But it is Shakes leading from Cyber Smirch. Let's just have a look at the rest of the field. Currently you've got Wezo in 7th, Nick Gishin in 8th. He's chasing down his back. So there's a nice battle developing here around, what do we say, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So, ooh, runs a bit wide there for Nick. Getting a bit of understeer from the car in front with all the dirty air. So he's currently in 8th. He really wants to make up for this. This is a big moment in the championship because this is only around 3 of 11. But he can make some serious inroads here in terms of the championship and where he is currently, with Josh leading the championship. And the championship leader is currently out of the points in 14th. Okay, so Jason's saying Bob's car's not ghosting. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Alright, so yeah, the gap opening up nicely now. Nick still in 7th. He's chasing after Boinky. So it is yeah, hard versus mediums, but you get the sense that those hards 12 laps old might just be in better shape. Although he's got a couple of laps less than the front runners, Shakes and Cyber, and that looks like Imi on the inside of Zadi. So probably just a switch there with the 2 guys. Imi obviously being the faster of the 2 at the moment, purely based on the tire compound that is on. Oh, and that's a moment. That is Zadi. And is that going to be a safety car? So Zadi did recover. Yeah, he did. So he can jump into the pits. 12 lap old hards. Could be tire warm. So he's going to go into the pits. Is he? He's going to hang it out. Did he get damage on that front end plates of his? So, wow. That was good car control. Doesn't look like there's any damage. So he stays in 10th. Remember in FTR we do give points up into 12th position. So, so yeah, he is currently in 10th. But that now is Nick up into 4th. Boinkies in 6th. We didn't see the pass on Boinkies. But 0 to cool 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. But yeah, it does look. Let's just look at where the closest battle might be. It might be Shane on Smirch Django, yeah. So Shane going around the inside. Is he going to make the stick? Let's have a look and see. Is he going to do? Ooh, big moment as he tried to get the undercut there on Smirch. So a big moment there from the McLaren driver. And he's currently in 12th. Top Gun just moved up a position. He's up into 13th. Josh battling in 14th. Not sure if there's any major damage to that car, but definitely not getting the most out of the Mercedes right now. So currently in 14th position, and no points up for grabs yet. There is 12 laps remaining. So let's just have a look at where is the next closest battle. It looks like Yaku. Yeah, Yaku getting past on Smirts. Who's that? Yeah, so that is Zadi getting past Yaku. That's up into 9th. So he's recovered slightly on those hearts after that spin that he had. Fastest lap for Tormund kills. Tormund currently, where is Tormund? He's currently in 14th, so he needs to be in the top 10 to get that fastest lap. So he's got some work to do. But Boinky's sticking with Nick at the moment. And he's got Couture Levy for company just behind him. And the gap still is consistently around about 1.5 seconds between Shakes and Cyber. You expect both of them to pit for the softs. I don't think they will go for any other choice. There's what? 8 laps remaining. So you'll probably expect them around about lap 23 to come in for brand new softs. If they have softs, if they've got a used set, they might just hang on to lap 25. That might be a lot for that mediums. As Couture Levy has a look on the inside of Boinky's. But yeah, expect everyone to pit for softs when it's time for pit stops. We'll see when Shakes pulls the trigger, and he will probably see the whole thing. Right, this is a great battle here between Couture Levy, Boinkies and Nigish. And Couture Levy looking really racy. 10 lap old hard, so tires in a bit better shape. Oh, as Boinkies has a big moment. And is he going to go pit? No, he stays out. There we go, front runner split, Shakes in the pits, so is Cyber. Both into the pits. Couture Levy's got a penalty, we need to understand why. Why is that another safety car? And that looks like it was Josh. So you expect Emmy and Nick, Boinkies, everyone to jump on softs after this the safety car now, so they might just get the benefit. I think what happened was with Shakes and Cyber, they might have pitted, they might have lost like a couple of seconds, but it's not going to be all of it. So let's just have a look and see what the gap is between them. So currently the gap 20 seconds, it's about 26 seconds. You might score a little bit under the safety car, so let's see when Emmy pits. Where he will come out. So expect Emmy to be going into the pits. Nigish and Boinkies, Couture Levy, Wezo, Dean Fergie will all pit for softs, definitely. Shakes will stay out, so is Cyber. Smurfs Django, he might just pop into the pits and put on softs if he's got. Everyone else has pitted, so let's see what Emmy does. The right thing to do with 20 seconds, 18 seconds is to pit. He can floor it now, trying to get a couple of seconds back. Don't speed in the pit lane. There we go, good work. So he's into the pits, Nick Gishan into the pits. Boinky's also into the pits, so is Couture Levy. Couture Levy stays out, so he's gonna hang it out. So Emmy goes into the pits, that's brand new softs for him. So is Boinky's, so is Wezo, so is Nick. So we'll see how they come out. So Emmy comes out. Emmy comes out, where is he gonna come out? Let's just have a look. Shakes, he comes out in front of Shakes, so the safety car not working for Shakes. So Emmy coming out in front of Shakes. Cyber getting the jump on Boinkies. Smirch Django. Wezo. Nick Gishan, I think, got some traffic in the pits. So his pit stop was probably slightly delayed with cars coming in and out. So he lost a couple of positions. He's now in 9th. So yeah, the safety car did not work for Nick Gishan. Didn't probably work so smart for Wezo. Smirch Django stayed out. So he might be a sitting duck on those hards. Boinkies lost a couple of places there. So did Cyber and Shakes. But just remember that Couture Levy and Dean Fergie has not pitted. So your net leader, I would think, in terms of pace, would be Emmy, followed by Shakes, followed by Cyber. Great recovery from Boinkies. He will be up into 4th. Smirts might just be a sitting duck, like I said earlier, with Wezo and Nick behind him. And Zardi also looking quite racy. So let's see where this is going to lead. Another safety car. We'll definitely get rid of safety car being on standard as from next week. We'll take it down to reduced. And try to get rid of this, whatever bug there is going around. Alright, so let's see who drops it where. It looks like safety car is in this lap. Let's stick with Imi. Yeah, a safety car's in. Let's see when Gatua Lebi drops it. He's dropped it now. There we go. Good race, good start here by Imi. Is he going to be able... he needs a couple of cars between him and Shakes. We know Shakes got a lot of race space at the moment. So he needs to clear these hard runners very quickly, or else he's just going to be in trouble from Shakes behind. So yeah, he needs to get past this very quickly. Is he going to go around the outside? Yes, he does. And let's just see. Hangs it out. Yeah, gets a car between him and Shakes. Let's just get on board with Shakes as he tries to go around. Oh, and Imi is also trying to go around the inside of Gatua Lebi, so they know they need to dispose of these hard runners very quickly. So Shakes looking very racy at the moment. And let's just get on board with Zadi. He's probably surely not going to have a look around here. Is he going to hang it out? Yeah, get so much traction out of here. Use a bit of the ERS. He's probably going to have a look on the inside. And, ooh, there's a slight contact there. But I think that's all fair, as Shakes also comes through. So Gatua Lebi losing positions there. Cyber has gone up into 4th. Boinky's up into 5th. Someone's dropping down very badly, and it looks like Smirch Django. So that hard's definitely... Oh, that's big contact. I'm not sure who was in the wrong there. And that is a virtual safety car. So, yeah, it's all a bit messy tonight. So, but I think it's purely driven by the safety car bug or something tonight. So we'll definitely get rid of that next week and put it back onto reduce so we can have proper racing. But that's Shane out. Let's us have a look and see Nigishan all the way in 14th. He's pitting again. Is that for another wing? Yeah, that's another wing for him. So what is there? 6 laps left. Probably 4 laps left, 3 laps left under the safety car. So him and Yaku, Torment and Dean will all have the opportunity to catch up with the safety car on brand new set of softs. But it is Imi leading from Shakes. Gatua Lebi, once again, he's going to be a sitting duck with Cyber. Boinky's good chance of podium for him. So is Wezo. They're all in the run here for a podium. Top Gun Zero, all on softs. Brand new softs for Dean, Torment, brand new mediums for Yaku. Yeah, so we'll definitely keep an eye out for those guys. Right, so we're back racing again after I don't know how many safety cars, so welcome back. There's 4 laps going, so hopefully we don't have another safety car. It is Imi leading from Shakes. Is this going to be Imi's first win for the season? He's followed closely by Shakes. Cyber in third, looking very racy. Boinkies very close to a podium. Wezo, then Top Gun. Zero to Cool's got a penalty for him. Then Dean Fergus, Smirch Django, Nick Gishan all over the back of Smirch here. So if he can get past here, there's a good chance for him to score some decent. Oh, he's going to go around the inside. Oh, what a move there by Nick Gishan. Gets around the inside of Smirch. And next up for him is Dean. You don't think his teammate will fight him too much because he's a reserve tonight. And doing a stellar job, by the way. So expect him to play the team role here. Oh, big Mo almost takes out his teammates. That was not on the books for Red Bull, but it's Nick up into 8th. And Zero all the way down. So he's chasing after Dean Fergie now. There is, 3 laps to go. So this can get heated. 0.8 of a second between Imi and Shakes. So close racing there. Cyber holding on nicely to 3rd. Then a bit of a gap to Boinkies. Smash Django, please tell me that was in a pit and not another safety car. Please, not another safety car. Yeah, that's a pit retirement, I think, for him. So, yeah, please, that's also Zero to Cool into the pits. I think that's also a pit retirement for him. So let's have a look. Nick Gishan, yeah, he can get very close. Let's just have a look at the intervals. So a bit of a gap there then to Boinkies. Wezo getting close to Boinkies. And then it's this fight, Nick Gishan, Dean Fergie, Top Gun, yeah, and Wezo. So let's see, there's 3 laps going. So they're going to have to make the most out of it. 2 Williams running in tandem. Good race so far for Williams in 6th and 7th. And for the championship, this means that Josh is going to lose some points, the same as Bob. And no points for Merck tonight. So Emi Alonso getting the fastest lap. Hello there. 0.8 of a second between him and Shakes. And here we go. Yeah, DRS will be enabled on the next lap. And let's just get... let's just have a look here at Nigishan. Has a look on inside, brakes quite late and gets it nice in there. That's good racing. And that's 1 Williams disposed of. Next up for him will be Top Gun in 6th. Let's see if he, with 2 laps to go, if he can dispose of Top Gun very quickly and then get after Wezo. So realistically, there might still be a 4th or 5th up for Nigishan, yeah? But Imi doing a stellar job trying to get Shakes out of his DRS. And as I say that, he just flips out of DRS, so this is going to be a good exit from Nigishan. Probably just going to hang it around. You don't want to get in, yeah, goes around the inside. Yeah, good move. Top Gun also doing the wise thing there, a reserve, letting Nick get through. So that's Nick up into 6th. And next up ahead for him will be Boinkies and Cyber. Let's just look at Shakes at the moment. So Imi, oh, is that Shakes? Has he lost the car? Yeah, there we go, Shakes, that's out. Let's just see, yeah, into the wall. That can't be another safety car. Please not be one. We don't want to finish under the safety car. So that looks all good at the moment. So that's him out. That brings up Cyber into 2nd. Boinkies, what a surprise 3rd. And as I say that, Wezo gets past Boinkies. And Nigishan is going to challenge these guys very quickly. But that is a surprise preliminary result for you so far with Emi and Cyber. Believe me, there's going to be some penalties dished out by the stewards a bit later on. It's going to be a busy night for the stewards. And let's just get on board here with Boinkies with Wezo. So let's see how these two manage it. So Nigishan 1.2 seconds behind. Gap now from Emi to Cyber 1.6. So let's see, and then further down the field you've got Torment in 9th, the other Aston Martin in 8th, Yaku in 10th. So only 10 drivers will score points with Bob ghosting, so that will not count. So so let's see what Boinkies and Wezo get up to here. Right, this is the last lap, but as I say that, Yaku gets a 3-second time penalty. So this is the last lap. So is it is it in Nick to snatch a podium? Yeah, I think he's a little bit too far away. I don't think it's going to be good enough. That might just bring Wezo onto the podium with Boinkies. A stellar drive in fourth. So what a consistent race by him again. Like I said earlier, it was strange seeing him having a moment in qualifying, but he's sorted that out. And yeah, all back to racing for him. But I'm going to stick with Imi around the last couple of corners here in Barcelona. And it is Imi very close to Cyber. You really don't want to get a 3-second time penalty now, because that can take you from first to 8th. So let's just see. It is going to be a first win for this season for Imi. What a drive by Aston Martin. You get in there, teammate. What a drive. Cyber finishing in second. Wezo is going to end up in third. Is he? Yes, he is, with Yaku close behind. And, Boinkies and then Nick Gishens. What a drive. Right, so that was eventful to say the least. Drive of the day, Imi. Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. What a drive by Aston Martin. So it's been a long night. And we'll definitely relook at our safety car settings for starting as tomorrow night, so we can not have these consistent delays. It messes up your strategy. But let's not take anything away from Imi on pole. So a great drive by, there we go, well done to Imi. First win for the season. That's going to bring him up on the timetable, or on the standings table, very quickly. And it's nice to see AlphaTauri and Alpine on the podium. So there we go, just confirmation for you. Imi up in first, Cyber in second, Wezo in third. Great podium for Wezo. Good drive by Boinkies in fourth. Good recovery from Nick. Very eventful race for him. I think he is tired. Good race, first race for Dean Fergie in Premier Division, 6 for him. Top Gun 7th as a reserve. Zardi in 8th. Good recovery from what happened earlier in the race with him. Torman Kills, solid drive by him. He's back now in full swing, so expect better results from him coming in 9th. Yaku in 10th. And that's the only points that will be awarded. Bob coasting. DNFs for Shakes, get to a levy. 0 to Cool. Also Smudge, Django, Shane, Josh, Panda, and Super D disqualification. Right, so thank you very much for joining me and keeping me slightly bit company on YouTube. Join tomorrow night for APMA for Ray. We'll see if Nick Gishin can join him. But join Division 2 tomorrow night as they're on Barcelona. And from my side, Avi, I'll catch you guys next week as we head off to Hungary for round 4. Have a great night. Ciao, ciao.